Welcome back, one and all, to my playthrough of Pillars of Eternity. Me being Phil of Baby Beard. We just got a new companion, a wizard fellow. And we're going to go visit the fellow we rescued on the road, the dwarf cook. Anyone seen Pearly around? He's usually drinking his head off at this hour of the day. Some kind of brown slop is congealing in these dishes. It smells burnt. Where's your circle?
Hail, traveller.
Hello and welcome to the... Oh, it's you. Tenfrith told us about what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. Can't thank you enough. Consider yourself a favourite of the house. Discounts on drinks, rooms. Tenfrith said he wanted to whip up something nice for you. He's already back to work in the kitchen. She laughs. So what do you like? A room, reliable help. More about the Black Hound. Tell me about your pup. Really? Well... Oh wait, was that the reward that I chose? Okay. Well, let me see. The actual building's been here for years, but the Black Hound's fairly new. We've got a lot of new faces in here too. Fewer than we used to, I'll admit. Tenfrith's a big draw. I'm sure we'll get the big crowds back again in no time. I used to work the tables actually, till the old owner up and left. Nobody's sure what happened to him. He even left his poor hound behind. That's the name, see? The Black Hound. It's still sitting upstairs pining after him. Poor old girl. Place ended up in my hands somehow. She laughs. My very own inn. Lot of hard work involved, but it's been worth it so far. Please, sit where you'd like. Would you like a drink or a room? We have 2 available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much by the way of a good meal today, she sighs. Unless you're fond of cold porridge. Looking for work? Oh, well, I wouldn't say I can speak from experience, but we do have certain sorts coming by looking for work from time to time. If you want to hire someone on, I'd be happy to send them your way. Let me see what I have to work with. Oh, so you can get just like... Just an adventurer guy. Just a faceless adventurer guy. It's all my money though, so I don't think so. Oh, you get different kinds of rooms. I love it. Okay, I haven't seen that before. Intel our characters to rest without using camping supplies. Cheap rooms are usually available, but if you have copper to spend, you may consider the more expensive options. The bonuses they provide last for a long time and affect the entire party. I mean, do I get a discount? Guess that is the discount. Well, I get to sleep for free in the common room. I think I have a lot to sell, if that's possible. Can I sell you things? Do you buy weapons? You do? Oh, cool. Well, please. I guess this limits how much you can trade in one go, but please take all these off my hands. I'm almost paid for my room in random stuff. Keep a few things on hand. Yeah, I'm gonna go crazy, but I think a lot of this stuff I can get rid of. Yeah, surely. Get rid of that. I'll have to check out his gear before I give everything away. keep one of everything, right? Yeah, loads of stuff. I'll just keep a few things on hand just in case. Yeah, here we go. This is where the money's at. I think I want to keep the cape and hood just for funsies, for dressing people, playing dress ups. Yeah, I don't know if I need this stuff. Like, should I just sell it? Oh, there's all sorts of ingredients and things. Well, I guess these count as ingredients, so I won't sell any of that stuff yet because I've already got a ton of good stuff here. Well, yeah, what do I have for consumables? Not a huge amount. I think I'm carrying some. I'm carrying some chicken. What else do you sell? Oh, yeah, some... Oh, cancel. I just want to see them. Yeah, please. 50 endurance. Which is your... hell, like, I've only got one of these. Let's definitely afford more of these now. Wow, that, like, clears me out. Still make money on that. If you can hear that, that is my cat at the door. Annoyed that he is locked out. Because we're recording late at night. More cookies. Let's buy some cookies. Can't leave without some good old cookies. And since we're adventurous, why don't we go for... We should get some drinks as well in, alright? Let's get some drinks in. What have we got? We've already got some beers, so let's get a couple of beers for me and... There we go. Trade. Thank you very much. Our retraining can be done here. Party management can be done here. No companions available for hire. See what your allies are up to when they aren't in the party. If you've assigned them to adventures, you can see how long it will take them to complete their assignment. Recall a companion or adventurer from a mission before it is completed will forfeit all potential rewards for the assignment. Wow, that's in-depth. I didn't realise you could do that. We will ignore that for now and just get a good night's rest. There we go. Rest. And it was suggested I do this by the magistrate, I believe. Your sleep is restless and fevered, assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. You open your eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of Gilded Vale's gallows tree, the creaking of its ropes growing louder in your mind until the sound is deafening. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face has shriveled inward like a mouldering fruit. I'm going to let my cat in. Sorry if that's going to break the immersion. Where was I? Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face has shriveled inward like mouldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in your mind until she is mere inches from your face. Suddenly, her head snaps up and her eyes open, and they are empty, and behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts, and with a gust of rancid air, she speaks a word. Watcher. You jolt awake, the foul smell of the dwarf's woman's breath still permeating your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face in the thick droplets, and your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman. You remember seeing her decaying face when you spoke with the magistrate. He called her an animancer. Though it fills you with a new queasy apprehension, you feel a strange compulsion to see this woman once more, if only to confirm she's truly dead. Find the dwarf woman from the dream. Did I say we had some level ups? Let's do those. Characters. Where do we do level ups? Oh, we click on the portraits, I believe. Yeah, we click on the plus. So let's start with mirror. Okay, I've got 9 to spend now. Let's buy some more survival. And I like lore as well. A little more athletics. I'm not usually one for stealth. Let's take all 6. We have all 6 options. There we go. That's good. I'll save 1 for later. Now I get a class unlock. Okay, so what are my options here? Autumn's Decay, Cone of Putrefaction, Corrosive Damage, and then Damage over Time, Blizzard, Freeze on area, Burst of Summer Flame, Burn Damage, yeah, so any of the elements pretty much you get one of each. Conjure Lesser Blight, because a few stray soul fragments. That's cool. I like summons, but you never know whether they're going to be good or not. Sometimes they're OP, sometimes they're not good at all. Seems fun though to mess about with. Firebrand. Okay. Hold beasts. Oh, gross. Taste of the Hunt. Caster's melee weapon becomes an ideal instrument for hunting, adding continuous raw damage to its attack and restoring endurance to the caster with every hit. So you sort of rage. Oh, I like that. Making everyone bark skin, make a support, combat support. How much does it give me? Oh, whatever, it's 6 damage reduction. It's so hard to know what's good. I'm gonna go first thought, best thought, and be like, let's summon some helpers. That seems cool. Oh, I get all of them. I don't have to choose. Amazing. Okay. So you're already a big lore guy. Trap and picks. And wizards get a bit extra mechanics anyway, so it'd be good to... I don't have much mechanics. So it might be good to diversify him some. Let's give him a little bit of stealth. I probably should get a bit for myself as well. Sneaky wizard is sneaky. Let's give him some more lore. He can be my lore guy. Oh, and he's got bonuses as well. Cool. Okay, so now I had to choose spells. I get to choose one more spell. One more spell. That's a lot to choose from. Fleet Feet. It's fun to say, isn't it? Movement rate. Ghost Blades. A field of unearthly blades. Okay, yeah. These are a lot like D&D spells, aren't they? They're very similar. That's a bit like it's a druid spell. Cuts thorns, I think. Slicken is grease. Goes gonna slick oil. Knock down. What's the sunless grasp? That's like a touch freeze spell, I think. Quick strike, crushing force, dealing little damage but having a high chance of disrupting spellcasters. It's like sort of a counter spell. That seems good. It lasts a long time as well. No. There's a few of these I like. Oh, blindness and freeze damage. That's good. So I like pretty good radius too. So I like chill fog. Kind of like ghost blades. I like spirit shield and the kind of counter spell. I'll take spirit shield for now. Increase survivability. Now we get some talents. So class talents are Arcane Veil. Okay, so that's kind of similar. Grimoire Slam. You can throw the book at them. That's funny. Okay, that's kind of fun. Okay, and this pairs up with using like a scepter, or like the rod, the thing I found before. To all enemies in a small area around the target. That's pretty cool. So this is passive, so you just always on. That's good. And then these are all the weapon focuses. These are the same for most people as well. And you can, yeah, okay. If you specialize on a certain element or something, you can pair it up with these. That's great. I like Blast. I think it's good value. I think it's really good value, especially if you're out of spell slots. So that's good. I'm gonna take that. Okay, got another level for him. You can have some more lore. You can have some stealth. One survival point. Can't afford lore. Maybe I save those 2 points. Yeah. I get a level and 2 spells. Okay. It uses the caster with the vitality. Okay, I should balance with something. Oh, I love mirrored image in. It's one of my favorite spells. If it's what I think it is. Oh, yes, I like that so much. I wish I hadn't taken the defensive spell now. I can retrain at some point. Bewildering Spectacle. each time they are wounded. Ah, that's cool. So it only works on enemies, so you pass it over them and then amplifies them when they're being hit. Cool. Corrosive siphon. Oh, you'd suck their life out of them. That's great. Blind. Fetid carcass. Ooh. Ooh. Merciless gaze. No. Should I just make him a fire boy? That seems like that would be fun. Ray of fire. Oh, so no, so we've got ray of fire. What's rolling flame? Rebounding ball of fire. That seems extremely dangerous. That's why it does extra damage. Oh my god. Okay, that seems whack. You can bounce it around the battlefield. That's nuts. That's nuts. Okay, I feel like I should take that just for the silliness that it could cause. And combusting wounds. Done. Yay, spells. Thanks for sticking with me through that. You're still with me? Why not go ahead and like? I would like this milk, please. Free milk. Yeah, why not go ahead, like the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel. And well, yeah, where's the guy we saved? He'll probably want to thank us in person, right? Oh no, he's back here. Hey, buddy. Yeah, we've got a Patreon. Support all the creative stuff we do. We have a podcast. Go listen to that. Ah, it's you, my saviour. He makes a sweeping gesture to indicate the kitchen around you. It's so good to be back. Do not think I will let this go unrewarded. I have decided that you have earned the right to learn one of my most closely guarded secrets, my dearest recipe. After this, you will eat nothing else. It's a pie. He taught us how to make pie. Savoury pie to keep you hale and hearty. May it serve you well in your travels. Thanks, bud. I will name a dish in your honour. Mirror pie. It's got glass in it. No, that's stealing. Did I steal the milk? My bad person.
I'll take a peek.
Ah, that's the one I want. What's on the table? Oh, apparently you can steal money off the table. Yes. I will take these. Yes, give me those. I'm like Geralt, if it's not not nailed down. I was looking in between about this being crowdfunded, and the people with the gold nameplates, I believe, are created by backers, and the stories you see about them is stuff that they made. So that's really cool. But we've done quite a lot of reading, and these guys will be around a bit longer, so we'll just have a squiz around the inn, see if there's anything happening. We said we wouldn't mention Thane. Yes, if there's anything happening up here that's worth worth checking out. Fall to sickness of what I've seen in this place and its people.
I'll see what I can find.
Oh right, I keep pressing Alt, thinking that is going to highlight things. Oh, lockpicking. Haha. Mechanics 1 needs 3 lockpick. Mechanics 2 needs 1 lockpick, right? That's what that means. Pretty cool. I'm not going to go stealing from place of work. There are lockpicks here though. I will take it all. You know, just save the guy's life. He's naming a dish after me. These bones are covered in tiny bite marks. This hound stares intently at the covered window, head cocked as if waiting to hear a particular sound. It looks up when you approach and whines a low note, tail wagging slightly. Pet the dog. The dog's tail thumps happily against the floorboards. Gotta pet the dog. Oh, let's see, we've got a nice kind of balcony. Okay, not quite sure what I have to do next. Oh, find the door from the dream, of course. Ew. That's not the spooky tree. Back to the spooky tree. Covered in dead folk. Oh, she's glowing. That can't be good. Caldara de Berranzi. The squat, distended body of an elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin, crooked bough that sags at the tug of her noose. The bloated purple flesh of her neck, worn away in patches like moth-eaten linen, bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head lolls forward rigidly from one side to the other when the breeze shifts. You perceive a faint glow around her that casts no light on its surroundings, but there is a tepid warmth to it, and you feel somehow that you could reach out and touch it, not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. You take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective. As you exhale, you feel yourself spreading out towards the hanging woman, perceiving all that lies between you and her with new, unfamiliar awareness. Once you have expanded enough to reach her, there is a sudden jolt to your mind, a ringing, electric surge of images and words and sounds. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being pulled down into some deeper consciousness, in a space occupied only by you and the hanging woman. And when you open them again, she's staring at you with eyes clouded in a milky fog, her body still swaying in a wind you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. The woman gives a slow nod of her head, the rope creaking as she does so, and she smiles at you.
Have you come here for me, dear, or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
I need to understand something that's happened to me. She nods, a look of pity on her face, as though consoling a child.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there.
She nods.
You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
What's a watcher?
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, though. Not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair. And here we are, visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times.
Please do tell me.
Souls pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either leaving or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how.
Okay.
A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for.
Because I've
And
been
sometimes they know a
glimpsed the other
person
side.
just by looking at them. Know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their honor can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder.
Yes. What do you mean when all goes well?
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
She smiles at you reassuringly, fanning out a tuft of long whiskers that sprouts from one of her cheeks.
You should see old Meerwald. He could tell you much more than I.
That's my
A
cat
watcher
scratching at the
just
window.
like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kadnua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company.
Well, that sounds terrifying. The Black Meadow. Great. At least it's not far. I think I survived a bivouac. Do you know why that would be?
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing. Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade.
Okay.
Cold, I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me, no?
You said souls break apart over time.
Oh, yes. Entropy. Rimagan's work. We know little of why or how.
It's like a
We
science of
lose
souls
pieces
in
of
this world.
ourselves
It's really
when we
cool.
die and pick up pieces of others when we are born again. But less than what we lost. We tried to stop it with the animantic
Souls are
sciences,
always
but
decaying.
with little success. No.
But you might have a
A
soul
very
that is
small few resist
really
Rimargan's
anchored.
influence and stay together through some force of defiance, at least for a time. But they all succumb eventually, I think.
Am I imagining this?
No, I think not. A pity that. It would be simpler. A mercy even. To not have to wander anymore, no? Alas, we are here, you and I. Wherever here may be.
And how are you able to speak to me?
Is that what we're doing? Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it. I think it is a very good choice.
So I'm actually like locked in some horrible transference of soul energy that I'm perceiving as a conversation.
Me? I'll bore you to tears, though.
What's an animancer?
A student of the soul. Something so basic, yet so poorly understood. But so many breakthroughs have been made in my lifetime. Had been made. Had been. To hear the locals tell it, we're a gang of soul manglers that preys upon the weak-minded. And the worst of us are. But the best of us, the best? Inspirations, miracle workers. My parents were soul twins. Miserable before they met, empty inside. It was an animancer who helped one find the other, turned their lives around. You wouldn't believe the stories. Amnesiacs helped to remember their lives. The suicidal brought back from the brink of oblivion. The elderly
Literally
afforded
heal
extra
people's
moments to
souls.
say their goodbyes. How soon we forget when we're afraid.
Also, voice acting, a bit patchy, but this lady I really like.
It's a fascinating science. A fascinating time to be alive in a place like Deerwood that does not control the research, no? I love the Valian Republics for many things, but their recent caution will lead.
Who are you?
And here I thought you'd come to visit me in particular. Caldara de Berranzi of the Valian Royal Academy of Animantic Sciences.
What happened to you? She laughs, a rasping, choked cackle escaping between rows of buttery yellow teeth, causing her body to bob up and down with each spasm. Seeing your blank expression, she catches herself.
Oh, come now. Such a question. As though the answer were plain as a rope tied for strangling. Allow an old dwarf her last bit of cheer. Well, I came where I was needed, didn't I? Offered my services to Lord Radric for a pittance. A humble pittance.
I definitely
I was to examine the Lord's wife, see why the gods have seen fit to poison her womb. Studied her for months, looked high and low for impurities, tested her valence, the permeability of her essence. Do you know what I found?
Tell me.
Nothing at all. A healthy woman, head to toe, blessed with a beautiful soul. Such a sweet woman, too. Meek, but warm-hearted. A few months' time, and the lord of the house demanded answers. For a time, I told him what he wanted to hear. Oh, yes, my lord. She is riddled with imbalances. I must have time to cure her. As the birth drew near, he grew impatient, as lords do. And this is where I've ended up.
Farewell.
Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
Caldara closes her eyes, and her head slumps forward over the noose, and your surroundings seem to bleed into your vision from some unknown place of waiting. Aloth looks at you through narrowed eyes. You alright? You seemed lost just now. Yes, I'm fine. He folds his arm. That's good to know. I don't suppose you could tell me what that was all about. I don't have a choice now, do I? I'm a watcher. His arched eyebrows recede into his hood. Well, that is interesting. He gives you a sly grin. And I expect this has something to do with the hooded figures in the ruins. In any case, I appreciate your honesty. Since we're travelling together, it's probably wise for us to share these things. Do you know anything about the Watchers? Only that they're rare, and that they seem to have unique insights into certain soul conditions. He coughs, as you just demonstrated. Let's continue on. But before we do, I have to leave you. Thanks very much for joining me today. Bye.